To describe the event in one word, without a swear word, would be inspirational.
My name's Danny Wallace and I am the Queen Bee. I grew up on the council estates of Preston and I was furious when I found out that the Queen was born the Queen. So I set about creating the I Am the Queen Bee movement to help more people show up, wise up and rise up and reclaim their birthright to success. There's this quote that goes, aerodynamically, bees should not be able to fly. Their little wings shouldn't get their fat little bodies off the ground. But bees don't care what humans think is impossible. Bees fly anyway. So I wanted to create a space and a community where we can do what bees do when they're building something new. And that's festoon and link arms and help each other.
Community is really important, knowing that when people are talking about their experiences, it's not just you're not alone, there's other people that resonate and there's other people that you can help.
It's just about soaking up the atmosphere and being part of a community that supports each other.
Be Inspired is a 6-month mastermind that culminates in the most incredible personal and business development event where you take to the stage and share your mission and your business message.
It's been amazing. I have never done anything like this. Never ever thought I would, but because of Danny I have, and I have genuinely loved it.
This is the place to be. It's so inclusive and actually it's there to help you mentally, physically and emotionally.
There's nowhere else where you'd ever feel so held and so safe.
I would love for you to come and get involved with Be Inspired so we can get you using your superpower hidden in plain sight, your voice, to take up the space you deserve in the world with your mission and your business. I can't wait to hear from you.
And with a swear word, how would you describe it?
I would describe it as inspirational.
Good morning, you lot. Happy Friday. Come on, shake your bums. Let's get the energy up to slide into the DMs of the weekend and tell it looks sexy. I'll tell you something, I'm ready for the weekend. I don't know about you. Let me know in the comments if you are ready for the weekend. I would like to say that I'm ready for a lie-in, but I'm going to have to wait. I don't know when I'm going to get a lie-in because this weekend is pretty awesome. So loads to fill you in on today, loads to talk to you about. First of all, I want to say good morning to everybody watching along. Let me know where you're watching from in the world. Let me know what the weather is doing, whereabouts you are. See if I can point to the right place on the map. We can do the shit weather together this morning. Today, here in Preston, it is utterly bloody glorious. We did this on Wednesday and it was really overcast everywhere apart from Preston. I hope that's not the case today. I hope it's really lovely wherever it is that you are. I hope the sun is shining on the end of the week and I hope that you're here today ready to celebrate the end of the week with us. Let me know what you're celebrating this week. Let me know what you have achieved this week. Shout it out to the community. Bang that drum loudly and let us celebrate with you. So where are we watching from? Good morning. Brooke Bounds is watching from Shropshire. She stumped me in the first instance. Shropshire. I feel like it's here. Is that right? Is Shropshire around here? Have I got that terribly wrong? What's the weather doing where you are, Brooke? Amy Blaney in Suffolk, and it's a bit shit again. Suffolk's over here, isn't it? I know where that is. We've got Suffolk over here. Look, this is just a test of my terrible geography. I know where pretty much everything is. If I put it in the sat-nav and drive there, I can get anywhere. But actually to know where it is on the map sometimes, I get a little bit stuck. So it is lovely by the sea, sunny by the sea in Sussex. Amazing. Joe Gilbert, windy, cloudy, hot and stuffy. Are you still over in Lanzarote? I cannot wait for you to come back over to the UK, Joe Gilbert, and give you a big cuddle. I can't wait to hang out instead of just a quick snatch here and a quick snatch there, or us not being able to get to each other. It's not that far away now. Helen Ferguson, huge shout out to the gorgeous Helen Ferguson this morning. who has had my back and my family's back for the past few weeks. She is absolutely phenomenal. If you have not checked out Helen Ferguson already, she is a fantastic therapist. She is a member of the community in the Hive and a dear, dear friend. Has done Be Heard in the past. I want to talk to you about Be Heard this morning. She's done Be Heard in the past. We've worked together. We are each other's clients. We have been each other's clients. And I just want to shout out to Helen this morning for having mine and my family's back. With all of the things that are going on in life, it is really, really important. Certainly, when I share my story in vulnerability, right? So when I tell you about the times when I've overcome domestic abuse and homelessness, that's actually something that happened with my children, right? When my kids were really, really small. And sometimes when you experience those sorts of things as a family, that can spill on into their late childhood, into their teenage life. And when it came to a time when we as a family needed some support, Helen is the door that we knocked on. So huge love and shout out to Helen for having our backs. We love you very, very much. So where else are you? So she's in France at the moment. It's a bit meh over there. It's lovely in Manchester. Kirsten Marshall, good morning to you, my darling. It is so lovely to see so many of our brand new cohort watching along this morning. I see you, Beth Thompson, sunny and shiny in Leeds. We've also got Maria Anderson watching along this morning. Yes, ready. No time for lions. It is sunny in Rosemarkie in the Highlands, so I could just point to here and get that right. And you have joined us in Be Inspired. Maria leapt off of the fence yesterday. We now have 9 incredible people on Be Inspired. Now, the doors to Be Inspired, let me be very, very clear so everyone understands what's happening. The doors to Be Inspired are remaining open for another couple of weeks because I'm curating our lineup. So we have 2 days, we have 20 spaces, 2 days to fill. But also, I want to make sure we're getting all of the right people in. So lots of you have been having conversations with me. It might not have been quite right for you just now. You might be going away and having a look at money. We've now extended the payment plans to 12 months, which has changed the game for many of you. So some of you are still number crunching or working out what you can do. So we're keeping the doors open for another couple of weeks yet. So fret not about Be Inspired. I'm still available for conversations about it. But today is an important day because today we're closing the doors for Be Heard and Be Heard Pro. Now, everybody gets access to Be Heard, which is the 8-week speaker program for us. I teach you everything I know about speaking. We look about messaging. We look at presentation skills. We look at ways in which you can speak, which isn't just speaking on stage, by the way. We look at how you can generate more income using speaking, all of that sort of stuff we do together as part of Be Heard. But the doors to this close today. Doors close at 10 p.m. tonight. We will be taking that off because we start on Wednesday next week. So we'll be spending the weekend communicating with all of our delegates. We'll be getting them onboarded. We'll be getting them ready for Wednesday, 8 p.m. when we start Be Heard. So I'm not creating any false sense of urgency around everything, but we close the doors at 10 p.m. tonight, ready to start on Wednesday next week. Karen Dawkins is watching along. She's celebrating today. She is on our Be Inspired lineup. So huge shout out to our Be Inspired lineup. Kirsten Marshall, we've got Sarah Fletcher, Karen Dawkins, Sophie Ragg, Charlotte Grand, Beth Thompson, Kat Lindsley Hood, Susan Frankham, who did a kick-in speaking gig last night, her first one. We've been working together for a little bit and she's jumped on to Be Inspired. And also the glorious Maria Anderson, who took a swan dive off of the fence yesterday and came and joined Be Inspired. So if you do want to come and have a conversation with me, I'm available all weekend. I'm available into next week. Be Inspired specifically. Now, Be Heard, different kettle of fish. You're going to need to get in my DMs today in order to secure your place on Be Inspired and Be Heard. Loads of you have messaged off of the back of my social media post this morning, but please do get in touch. Shirley Cooper is in. There she is on the body of the Wings of Destiny. We've got Carla Wiggins, Abby Wrangles, Leanne Terry. We've also got the glorious Nicola Willis as well joining us on Be Heard. I can't wait to get started with you. We've also got previous alumni watching along this morning. If anybody wants to have a conversation with me, we have just extended our payment plans to make it the most accessible way of working with me I've ever done before. So Be Heard, you can spread over 3 payments. So ordinarily we didn't have a payment plan on that. Be Heard, the standard, you can spread over 3 payments. You can spread Be Heard Pro with that one-to-one with me. There were those 2 one-to-ones with me over 6 months, and also Be Inspired over 6, 9 or 12 months. So we've made it more accessible than ever. And it was really seated in that thought that the more people we can get taking up space with those really important messages, the more I can help you get out there, the better, right? Remember, if anyone was in the audience at Be Inspired, we all do well when we all do well. And I want to help as many of you do well, especially if things are feeling a little bit uncertain. Like right now, you want to be honing all of the skills possible as quickly as possible so that you can get yourselves out there, get selling, get growing, all of that sort of stuff. Sarah Pickles, good morning. Sarah Pickles is in Cheshire. We've got glorious sunshine. Helen saying, oh, thank you so much, grateful to be here for you and your family, wouldn't have it any other way. Helen, you are incredible. Amy Blaney, love that you're connecting, lives in Lowestoft, but used to go drinking, I don't know where those places are. And what we say, Joe Gilbert last week here, fly home next Thursday. We can't wait to have you back in the bosom of the UK, Joe Gilbert. Can't wait to see you. Ginny Marsh, morning. I'm celebrating flipping it. We've been on Nice Watch for a while, Ginny Marsh. I'm so excited for you and your family. Congratulations on becoming an auntie and booking a holiday in 2 weeks, celebrating that. I know that you need it. You're going to really love that time away. I love that we had this conversation. Me and Maria yesterday is just in the comments there. It was the best moment and scariest at the same time. I think I have that conversation with everyone who gets involved with Be Heard and Be Inspired. Let me know, past alumni, who remembers the call that we had? How did you feel? It's like fear and excitement and nervousness and like you can't wait to get started, but all of that stuff. Please send some sunshine to Lincoln. We're gonna push. I feel like I'm a weather girl again this morning. We're gonna push that sunshine over to the Lincoln area. But yeah, we've got loads and loads of stuff on. Leanne Terry is watching along. He's on our Be Heard cohort this time. So many of you have jumped along, and today is the closing day. So if anyone wants a conversation with me today, you can just get in my inbox and we can have a little cheeky phone call, or I can just send you the links and the discount code. Remember, there is a discount code across the board, SEPT22, SEPT22. In order to find out more of the details of the payment plans, all you need to do is go to imthequeenbee.co.uk. Choose the package for you. So go packages, Be Heard or Be Inspired. And then all you do is click on Be Heard or Be Inspired. And then you're going to have to do the scary thing. You're going to have to click book now or book me on or buy. It's not going to make you buy in that instance, but what that will allow you to do is go through the buying process so that you can see how it's all broken down, what the VAT is on top of all that. But make sure you put in the code SEPT22. It's going to take you some money off. Oh, Louise James has sent me a cheeky little message. Shirley Cooper, you missed the discount code. Oh, you big sausage. What are you like? Flippy neck. I'll see what we can do for you, my darling. We'll see what we can do. We might be able to sort of attach some tickets on for you, family and friends and stuff like that. Yeah, dafty. What do you like? But we do have a discount code if you need it, SEPT22. Shirley, flipping neck. What you like? So I've got a message. Oh, love it. My inbox has just gone ping, 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 ping. I can't wait to have a conversation with you. For everybody that does sign up to Be Inspired, everybody that signs up to Be Inspired, you will have seen that I announced yesterday, the day before, that I'm speaking at a huge multi-track event called Ideasfest. So I'm sharing a lineup with the incredible Stephen Bartlett from Dragon's Den, Emma Sale from Killing Kittens, the CEO of places like King of Shaves, Eve Speaking, Lucy and Yak, some fantastic keynote speakers. I'm sharing a lineup with those phenomenal human beings. And I am taking my cohort with me. So we have got tickets for all of the Be Inspired cohort to come along to that multi-track event on the 3rd and 4th of August in Wickham. So really, really, really excited to be able to do that. Huge shout out to all of the speakers at Womanifest, our friend and incredible sister in events, Jodie Salt, puts on this huge multi-track event event in September. So just before Be Inspired. So September is going to be amazing for events. So make sure when the kids are back at school, clear up those diaries. You need the 17th and 18th of September clear in your diary for Will Manifest, and the 29th and 30th of September clear in your diary for Be Inspired. So many people, the last time we did this, it was the February and March just before lockdown. The February, March, just before lockdown, and Will Manifest and Be Inspired happened really, really closely together. And what was beautiful is so many, is so many people went to both events and had the best time, forged the most incredible friendships. And what is brilliant is there are Be Inspired alumni speaking at Will Manifest. It's just an example of some of the stages that will be opened for you to apply for. Off of the back of, and to kind of help it make it easier in the application process for you to apply for, because I'm going to support you every step of the way. I love him, Maria. I love him, and heard you say this yesterday, but the penny never dropped about Stephen. Too busy focusing on you. Hilarious. Look, it's the gift that keeps on giving. Karen Dawkins is asking, oh, is Ideasfest for the new cohort or the previous one? The new one, Karen. You're coming with us, sausage. My stage next year is my stage year. I love it. Can't wait for you to come and get involved, my darling. I am so excited to see who tumbles off of the fence today and comes and gets involved in Be Heard as well. And I don't want to detract away from the power of Be Heard and Be Heard Pro, because and for those of you that have been through it, I do teach you everything I know during that time in a way that's non-overwhelming, in a way that you can complete. So we don't leave anybody behind. It's not one of those things that you sign up to and then I stay really far removed from you and don't get involved in any way, shape or form. We link arms together, and we link arms from the beginning. So if you want to be taking up space as the expert in your industry, speaking in ways you never thought possible about your business, from networking meetings all the way through to speaking on stage in front of thousands of people, being paid to speak, you want to come and get involved. I'm thequeenbee.co.uk/packages. Choose Be Heard or Be Inspired, and then come and have a conversation. I don't know if I've got loads of like book a meeting in slots. Just send me a DM at this point. There's like, we're not going to fanny around with like booking a slot. Send me a DM. I will make time to speak to you today. All right. Do you think that it's only beneficial for business owners, Danny Wallace? No, absolutely not. If you have an idea for a business, if you have a mission, we work with activists. Tommy Powell is a beautiful example of that. Tommy Powell doesn't have a business. What he is an activist, and he has a message that he wants to share with the world to motivate people, to assist people to become an ally in the trans space, to assist trans kids to be able to come out more safely. So all of that sort of stuff we can do. And if you have a story that you want to share, you want to become a motivational speaker, again, a perfect example, Jody, get in my inbox, whatever message you have. It's not just about having a business. Some people have come and got involved in my programs when their idea is at fruition point and have created their business whilst we've been working together. So for example, on Be Heard Pro, on Be Inspired, we also talk about the business aspects. If you want to monetize, for example, your message, if you want to create something off of the back of your message. So if you've got an idea, something you want to share, an idea worth spreading, for example, that's a vehicle. And what we want to do is we want to know where we're driving your audience to. What's their onward journey with you going to be like? And we work on that as well. So yeah, absolutely. Fiona's just saying there, Sarah Park, the Disability Diva, didn't have a business set up. She is setting up a business now, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic. This is the second year I've been massively intrigued and feel upcoming FOMO already. Jody, let's have a conversation. Let's have a little chat. There is no pressure. Everybody who's had a call with me will attest to the fact that I am not in a position or of a value set whereby our sales calls are pushy sales calls. Things that I will never do. I will never tell you to get credit to come and work with me. I will never force you into thinking that you will die if you don't come and work with me. You are all grown-ups making all grown-ups decisions. Oh, Fiona wants to come and do it again. And I would have you in a heartbeat, my angel. I would have you in a heartbeat. And here's the thing. Don't just take my word for it. If you're sat out there and you're you're seeing me launch, and you're seeing all these incredible things. And the doors only open twice a year. That's it. Open and shut. That's it. Because my clients get my heart. My clients get my expertise. My clients get my inbox. My clients get me for that period of time. I can't have the doors open all the time to these things. And we've got to focus on the event and creating the event and creating all those incredible assets. But speak to past alumni. They will tell you the words. It's funny. And I was talking, Abigail Horn collared me last night. If anybody saw, I did a live with Abigail Horn, and she was naughty last night because she was like, Danny, you don't talk about what you really should talk about. And considering I'm a speaking coach, and one of the things is me, which feels really weird, considering that's the thing that I share with you all, is to talk about you and put a little bit of you in the situation, because you all get so much of me. I forget to share that bit, just how much I have your back, how much I hold space, how much I create safety for you to explore these things, to push you to the end of your comfort zone, to see just how far your boundaries are when it comes to sharing about what it is that you do, what's uncomfortable, what is comfortable, what can you do, what can you do more, and I help you through all of that. One day, Joe Gilbert, one day I'll actually get on that stage. You absolutely will. Third time lucky. You're in the UK. Make sure you have one of either the 29th or the 30th free with no TV appearances. Joe Gilbert will be speaking on this stage this year. Absolutely. Yes, you will. But yeah, please, if you've got any questions right now, pop them in the comments. And what I'll do is, whilst I'm talking to you just now, I'm going to pop onto my Facebook profile, because I can't see comments on the Facebook profile. And there's some of you, there you go. Some of you are actually posting comments on there. Siobhan Jeffries is watching along over there this morning. Gail Steele, good morning. But if you do have any questions, ask away, because if you're thinking that you've got a question, somebody else is going to be thinking that question too. And I keep coming back to what Jojo Smith said the other day, is if, like, what are you going to say to the fence sitters? And Jojo Smith said that the cost of the splinter on your arse from sitting on the fence is far more expensive than any investment that you'll make working with me. That's what other people say. The splinter, absolutely. The splinter got too big for Maria Anderson's arse yesterday. She jumped off and jumped in. She realised. I can't wait to get started with you. We're going to have an absolute hoot. Claire Nixon Ord is saying, I would do it all. I would love to do it all over again. And that's the thing. It's not just about making an investment for a nice experience. It's getting those skills that you need. When it comes to investing in yourself, that's what it is. It's not just the price of something. You're not just going to buy this and then that's it. You are going to grow. You are going to grow your audience. You are going to think about yourself and hold yourself differently at the end of this process than you ever did before. And that is only going to improve, increase, and steepen your trajectory. Has Tom Stanhope done it yet? No, but he needs to. He's done. Me and Tom Stanhope are great friends. He's done Be Heard, and you can find a testimonial from Tom Stanhope and my working with him on my website. Actually, he had a great time, and I love him dearly. He's one of my very dear friends. But yeah, if you sat there and you want to ask some questions about it, please do ask in the comments or jump into my DMs. So, last time before the end of the show today, the doors close to Be Heard, not Be Inspired. The doors to Be Inspired will close in a couple of weeks. I'm going to curate, or I always do, I'm curating that lineup to make sure that I've got the right people in, to make sure that because I don't just take clients on for the sake of taking clients on at all. I make sure that A, they definitely are going to benefit from my help, and B, that they are going to gel well with the rest of the cohort as well. So as well, remember that we've got Ideasfest. That's that little Brucey bonus. Not all cohorts get that. I can't guarantee that that's going to happen again. So you're going to see on the inside of a multi-track event and a one-track event to see where it is that you could possibly speak. Because the doors have opened again, I'll tell you what's really good about this particular cohort, and Be Inspired, Be Heard, just being in my world in general, is because the world is opening back up again from a speaking perspective, it means that I've got lots of speaking that I'm doing. So I'm always talking the talk, but I'm also always walking the walk. But the connections that I have now mean that I can pass those on to my speakers. I can pass those. For example, I've got friends and licensees of TEDx's, so I know when the doors are going to open for those. So Northwich, for example, last time 2 of our alumni have just spoken on the Northwich stage. Being connected with people who run TEDx's is really, really helpful, because I can say, right, the doors are opening. They need certain people. It would be a great idea for you to apply and get those opportunities. Lizzie Jackson Barrett, for example, now working with ITV and getting paid far more than her initial investment in Be Inspired for one speaking gig. So these are the things that you will have at your disposal within your skill set to go out and garner. Anyway, so why am I busy? Funny you should ask that. I'm busy because I'm launching. Of course I am. I'm busy because I'm always busy. I'm a bee. Bees are busy, right? But I'm not wearing it like a badge of honor. There is loads that I want to do. There is loads that I want to achieve and loads that I want to create for us as a community. So let's go to the Fly Anyway Foundation for a second. So a couple of months ago, we opened the doors for our ambassadors. I gauged interest, brought in ambassadors and gold ambassadors to the Flying Away Foundation. And now that the launch is kind of almost over, we will be moving our attention onto getting those ambassadors trained through, ready to bring on the first of our business builders. So we've been working really closely with Caroline Strawson to provide, because we've got to make sure our ambassadors are ready to work with people who've experienced domestic abuse to help them build businesses. So what we need to do is make sure that we've got a number of things in place. So we've been securing funding and also creating training for our ambassadors ready to open the doors. We are almost ready to go with that in the next couple of weeks, which is super exciting. So if you have signed up to be an ambassador and haven't heard from us, fret not. We are in it and on it, and we'll be delivering to you in the next couple of weeks a members area where you can go and do that trauma-informed training that is accredited. So if you are a practitioner and want to do some continued professional development, then you want to become an ambassador, because you can engage in that for free. It's not going to cost you anything. So we've got a trauma-informed program that we're going to put all of our ambassadors through, which is absolutely fantastic. We have got also, we will be doing the DBS checks for everybody to make sure everybody's safe, keeping all of our service users and our ambassadors safe. We'll be opening up the community. So all of these things are happening imminently. Don't think that just because it's been quiet on that front that actually nothing's happening. Lots of things are happening. And this Sunday, something huge is happening. The Fly Anyway 10K, because your girl ain't busy enough. She's going to go and run 10K on Sunday at Heaton Park. So we are trying to raise £5,000, which is no mean feat. We are currently just about to advertise for our project lead. So we are looking for a project lead and service manager for the Flying Away Foundation to really get the ball rolling, because as you can see, just me being at the top of the tree, kind of running all things IATQB, running all things in conjunction with Danielle Hansen, running the Flying Away Foundation. We need people now in situ doing those things so that I can kind of guide the sales. It's too much for one little bee to do on her own. It takes a village, doesn't it? I said to you, no queen is an island. And so what we are fundraising for right now is a service manager and project lead to come on in, where employing will be sharing those job roles in the next couple of weeks, employing in and ready to onboard and get all of that going. So I am running the Flying Away Foundation. Oh, can I show you? Oh, I can't. It's all the way over there and I don't want to leave you. Our T-shirts arrived yesterday. I posted a picture of the T-shirts. The medals have arrived. Excuse me. The medals have arrived. I will be at Heaton Park from 9:30. You can start gathering. We start running at 11 o'clock. Heaton Park, right in the centre. You don't have to come and run it. You can just come along, bring a picnic, bring the kids if you've got kids, bring the pooch if you've got a pooch. Oh my God, it's not that kind of show. Bring the dog, bring some butties, and just come and cheer us on. Come and bring the kids out for an IATQB meetup, a hug in the park. it will be great. We're going to have a photographer there. It's going to be great for us to meet as a community. So you don't have to run the Flying Away 10K to come and support it. Just come along, come and say hi, come and bring the kids to the park, come and meet up with us, come and have your pictures taken. Our photographer is going to be there from about 9:45. We've got an hour of photos before we send, before the klaxon sounds and before we head on. Leanne, oh my God, I'm so excited. I can't believe it. Kirsten Marshall, Leanne Terry and I are coming along to support. I am so excited to see you. What a lovely, lovely, lovely surprise, even before I get there. I cannot wait to see as many of you as possible. Heaton Park in Manchester. If you park on the Sheeps Hill car park, it's probably the best place for you to park. We'll be there in the middle. So if you go up to the house, the main house, and then the road splits off into 3. Take the middle road. You'll see us in the middle, sort of rotunda bit. It'll all be signposted anyway. You'll see our marshals. But please do come and support us. If you're running, then great. If you're not, just bring a bloody picnic and come and cheer us on. It will spur me on to see you there. It will spur me on to have you sponsor us. We're trying to raise £5,000 to get our project lead in place. Huge shout out to the gorgeous Lucy Watts, who's been our bid writer, who is our bid writer, by the way, who has secured us some funding. We are now National Lottery funded, which is just amazing. So we really are going to be going at a rate of knots. So I know things have been quiet. I say things have been quiet from a foundation perspective, but that's because all the things that you see, I'm driving. So Be Inspired is the event. I put the event together. I'm the producer for the event. The boot camp, I'm here at the middle of it all, doing everything. I'm here doing the launch. I'm here doing the facilitating. There's also the Amplify Mastermind that we're running as well as looking after our cohorts. So there's lots of plates that I'm spinning right now. It does not mean that any one thing is more of my focus than the other. What I want you to know is all of the things are happening that I say are happening. So hold on to your knickers. Things are going to get a little bit interesting and a little bit exciting from a Flying Away perspective in the next few weeks. All right. So yeah. So what's happening tonight is the winner dinner. So for our Be Inspired cohort, they're split into 2 groups, day 1, day 2, and they have a little competition. And that competition is to sell tickets to the event itself. Now then, what we do is we reward whoever sells the most tickets to a night out with me on IATQB HQ. We take them to a Michelin star restaurant. And tonight is day 2. Who was the winner of our previous cohort? We're going to be going to 20 Stories in Manchester, a Michelin star restaurant. We're going to have a lovely reconvene, get together and celebrate. So it's our winner dinner tonight. So that's what I'm doing this evening. Tomorrow, I'm going to be speaking to some of our Amplify Masterminders. We've got some one-to-ones happening, but also tomorrow night, I've got a gig. I'm actually doing a singing at a big gala ball, which is exciting. And then on Sunday, it's the Fly Anyway 10K, ready to hit up next week all over again and to kick off Be Heard. Doors closed to Be Heard today. Let me say that one more time. Claire Wooderson, are you wanting to love a chat? Claire, drop me a little message, my darling. Come and have a conversation with me. I've got time for you today. Of course I do. Shirley's saying that sounds so interesting. Yeah, if you go on to imthequeenbee.co.uk and then click the menu at the top and then click Fly Anyway, I'll give you details of the Fly Anyway Foundation and what that is all about. If you're new to my audience, you might not know about the Fly Anyway Foundation. It is a charitable foundation that I have set up to help people who have experienced domestic abuse fly anyway. So the first phase of that is to plug them into business goods and services if they've got a business idea. It's been a long time in the making. We are just about to kick off with the first of our business builders. Ambassadors are people who have a business, goods or service that they can donate or reduce cost of, or if you're a new business, we actually pay for services to help our grassroots businesses get off the ground, to help our established businesses fulfill their sort of corporate and social responsibility. If you don't have a business, goods or service that you can donate, you can become a power sibling. So a power sister, power brother, power sibling, and be a mentor. So all of that, all of the information on that is happening in the next few weeks. So keep your peepers peeled. All right. So one more time. Doors are closing today to Be Heard and Be Heard Pro only. Be inspired. Doors are staying open for another couple of weeks. Don't worry. So Be Heard is 8 weeks. Be Heard Pro is 8 weeks plus one-to-one with me. We've got all sorts of fantastic stuff happening during the 8 weeks. You're going to have an incredible time. You're going to learn loads, and you are going to transform the way that you speak about your business. If you want a conversation, make sure just DM me now. At this point, just get into my DMs. Don't funny about with emailing and websites and stuff like that. Just get into my DMs. Send me a voice note. Send me a carrier pigeon. Doesn't matter how you do it, but get involved today, because today the door shuts at 10 p.m. Really, really, really important. In the meantime, have a fantastic Friday. I am excited to see you at Heaton Park. If you're going to join us at Heaton Park, bring a picnic, bring a cuddle. I'm definitely going to need it. Emma Holt is going to be there photographing the whole thing. It'd be great to get some high photos of us together as a community. If you are down south, Emma Sale from Sister is going to be running the Fly Anyway 10K in Staines. So if you go to the Sisters Helping Sisters group, or indeed click on the Eventbrite link, go to Eventbrite, type in Fly Anyway 10K. You can get details on our London run. It's not just happening in Manchester. So Southerners, you've got no excuse. If you want to go and run it, go and run it with our friends at Sister. Right, my loves, have an incredible Friday. Slide into the DMs of it. Tell it it's looking sexy, because it is. It's a banger of a weekend for this Queen Bee. I hope it is for you. If you don't already follow me on the Instagram, do at the Queen Bee Danny, and I'll give you a cheeky follow back. Right, my sweethearts, have a phenomenal one, and I will see you when I see you. Tra.